Satnam, and welcome to today's Kundalini Yoga. My name is Ann Taylor. It's my honor to lead you in yoga today. Kundalini Yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan. Today's focus is going to be on anger, and inner anger primarily. There's obviously a lot of chaos and anger being leashed out into the world right now. And for a lot of people, the natural response, understandably, is to meet anger with anger. We know how that works, and it just escalates and escalates the problems. So when we focus on our own internal anger and learn how to catch it and transmute it and transform it, then we're beginning to at least affect our own sphere of reality. You know, maybe that's, for me, it's me and Portia. Although she doesn't exactly invoke anger in me, she kind of invokes peace. You know, for myself, I think the anger gets turned, I don't feel anger per se, but I will tend towards more depression, which is, you know, just really, they say anger turned inward. And so this is my contribution, my intention for this morning is that we can learn how to transform our inner anger. All right, so we'll begin by just taking a few moments, settling into your mat, feeling your sitting bones connecting to the earth, lengthening your spine, taking up space, expanding your auric field, your electromagnetic field as you breathe deeply, inhaling from the navel point, opening up the belly, bringing the breath up, all the way up to the clavicles. Expand your space. Exhaling, breathing on your own long and deep for a few moments before we tune in. Checking that you're in your best yogi posture possible. The chin is tucked in slightly into neck lock, opening up the back of the neck. And rubbing the palms of the hands together as we prepare to tune in with the Adi Mantra by chanting Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And the meditation for today is called Conquer Inner Anger and Burn It Out. So these are meditations that Yogi Bhajan brought to us that are transformative. During the prana pause, for those of you who were with me, we did things to really learn to manage emotions in the moment, to really be able to stop, pause, and break the cycle. Now, by doing a meditation that we are going to do, for example, for 40 days, the idea is to learn the meditation, which we'll do now, practice the meditation, perfect the meditation to the best of your ability, and then start the clock of 40 days continuously. If you miss a day, it's not a problem. Just start the 40 days over again. So, and you'll get, just, what have we got to lose? And I personally, I've found all of these meditations to be truly transforming in my own life. So there is a breath pattern, which you may know is Sitali breath. And that's where you make a U with your tongue. I'll just come a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. Like that. Not to be rude and stick my tongue out at you, but so that's the in breath. We're going to be inhaling slowly through Sitali breath, through the mouth, obviously. And then exhale through the nose. Okay, now the tricky part, or the trickier part, is holding the arms out. And if you're actually getting to the point where you're having some pains, obviously put your hands down, but just visualize that you're holding the position. We'll be doing this for 11 minutes. The arms are out to the sides. The elbows are locked so that there's no bend in the arms. These are precise movements. And then the wrists are up. Mine don't quite go up 90 degrees, but ideally your wrist is going to be bent 90 degrees. And then the Jupiter or the index finger is going to be up, both of them. So that's the posture. I wish I could get my hands more than up more, but this is what happens sometimes with a little bit of arthritis and age. So if you're young, keep the body moving. All right, the eyes are closed and the focus is on the spine. So as you're doing the breathing pattern, your focus, a lot of times we go to the third eye. In this case, we're going to be focused on the spine. And I'll time us, and let's go. Eyes closed. Inhale through Sitali mouth. Open up the belly. And then exhale slowly and completely through the nose. Inhaling deeply through the mouth, Sitali. Exhale slowly through the nose. So shoot for a good 5 to 10 seconds, keeping the duration approximately the same of the inhale and exhale. And go at your own pace now. I'll check in with you periodically. If the mind wanders, come back to the breath. These are transformative practices. Do the work. This is all nervous system work. I'm not using the strength of my muscles to hold my arms up. I just tell them to stay. It's really about the nervous system. If you're fighting to keep your arms up, at some point, find that surrender. I can't tell you how to get there, but you'll know it when you feel it, because then it becomes effortless. If the mind wanders, notice, come back to the breath, focusing on the spine. You're doing beautifully. Keep up and you'll be kept up. Burning out the ancestral patterns. Feel it and let it go. Remember, if you feel that you absolutely must put your arms down or they're already down, that's fine. Visualize your arms in the perfect position and continue the breath pattern. You're doing excellent. Beautiful. Final minute. Give it your best effort. You're doing great. Focusing on the spine. Inhale deeply through the nose, suspend the breath. Stretch your arms to the maximum. Harvest the work. Exhale slowly through the nose. Deep inhale through the nose, suspend the breath. Exhale. And one more. Stretch to your maximum. Exhale, slowly and gently relax your arms down. Keep your eyes closed and breathe normally. Take in your experience. Okay, so hopefully that was good. 11 minutes is a good stretch, and if you found that was simply like too much for you, start with 3 minutes and then build up to 5, and then once you build up to the 11 minutes, and that could take months. It's more about being on the journey, as they say, rather than just getting to that destination, because your nervous system, your whole being, it goes in your subtle energy channels. It's all in play, your psyche, and every day is going to feel different when you do a meditation like that. But the real benefit comes when you are able to do the 11 minutes for 40 days. That's when, those patterns of thinking, those patterns are electromagnetically, in your aura and in your psyche. And so to break them up is going to take some work, right? So the journey of our yoga practice is really, it's a journey about going from our ego to our higher self, the deep wisdom within. And when we do that, we connect to the deep intelligence of the universe, whatever you want to call it, cosmic consciousness, Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness. Some intelligence that's beyond what we experience in our day-to-day reality. As we learn to shift from being reactive and learning how to catch that. It all happens in the gap. There's a small gap, it could be a microsecond, between being triggered and having a response. There's that precious moment where you can intervene and come back. And that's what we're learning how to do. So in Jungian psychology, and many of you may know that I'm trained in Jungian psychology. It's just to me, it's really so parallel to Kundalini yoga that, we form complexes in our psyche. And just to really simplify it, it's like when someone pushes your buttons, she really knows how to push my buttons. Well, they're bumping up against the complex. And that's something that's formed around a childhood trauma. We all have them. It could be something very simple or something more profound. It doesn't matter. When that gets triggered, there's an unconscious response. And, once it gets past a certain point, you've lost control of it. It has you. You don't have it. I think most of us can identify that feeling. I don't know what got into me. But we're learning to find there's that precious gap. When we can enter that gap, stop, and come back to the breath. That's what every breath is, whether we're doing a prana pause or we're doing the full class. We're learning, we're holding our hands out like this, and your ego saying, this is the most stupid thing. Why did I come to this class? And yet, the value is you're showing your ego really who's the boss. Not now, ego. Not now. So that is my intention, is to share what I've learned. We've now got a squirrel joining the class. The squirrel usually goes away, and so fortunately, when you get too right, she found her own gap. All right, so we will close with a long satnam. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And inhale to close. Nam. Satnam.